자, 이제 본격적으로 강연 순서 이어가 보도록 할 텐데요. 이제 첫 번째 강연자분 모셔보도록 하겠습니다. 모시기 전에 짧게 또 소개해드리겠습니다. 첫 번째 강연자는 오사카 문화복장학원 아키토시 토요타 이사장님이십니다. 토요타 이사장님은 간사이 패션협회 이사이자 또 오사카 전문학교 연합회 이사로 활동하고 계시며 일본 패션 교육과 산업 발전에 중심적인 역할을 하고 계시다고 합니다. 또한 급변하는 산업 환경에 맞춘 또 실습 중심의 교육을 통해서 어떻게 일본 최고의 패션 기관으로 성장하여 세계적인 디자이너를 발굴 그리고 전문가를 양성하고 있는 그 노하우에 대해서 설명해 주신다고 하는데요. 자, 그럼 큰 박수로 환영해 주시기 바랍니다. 제가 또 원활한 진행을 위해서 또 이사장님께서 슬라이드 전체 발표를 하시면서 짧게 본문으로 서머리 해드리도록 하겠습니다.
여기 갑자기 없어졌어.
슬라이드쇼.
예, 예.
슬라이드쇼. 오케이. 안녕하세요. 오사카 문화 토요타 니다. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to Miss Professor Park for inviting me as a lead-off speaker of this event. This is really also for the people organized this event. And plus, I'd like to say congratulations to the students graduating this year after this event.
네, 일단은 이곳에 초대해 주신 교수님한테 감사의 말씀 남겨주셨고요. 오늘 또 이렇게 패션 세미나 함께하게 돼서 영광이라고 해주셨습니다.
In the beginning, I was supposed to do this presentation in Japanese actually, but for some reason, it ends up to be speaking in English. And since my native language is Japanese, it will be a little bit hectic and maybe awful. But sometimes when I stuck in speaking, please help me, supporting me.
네, 아시다시피 모국어가 일본어기 때문에 영어가 조금은 좀 다르게 들릴 수 있더라도 또 열심히 해주신다고 또 말씀해 주셨습니다.
And I'll do my best to the lecture will be enjoyable for you. And I try to speak as slow and as easy for you to understand, so that the translation will be kind of reviewing for you.
네, 최대한 알아듣기 쉽게끔 천천히 말씀해 주신다고 하니까요. 또 내가 하는 리뷰까지 참고해서 들으시면 좋을 것 같습니다.
Okay, let's get into the contents. And today I'm going to speak about this. About myself, about OIF, and about our education, which is how different our education is, how so spectacular our education is, and also some statistical information that proves our education is superior to the others. And following that, we have some student archives, student collections, or like a contest results, leasing records to the entertainment industries. So that would be some kind of fun parts for you. And finally, we are going to change our school name into Boat Rail. Next year, April, we will going to change the name. We will throw away the name of Bunka next year, which is a kind of big thing for us. And so I will explain the reason why we are going to change the name.
네, 보시다시피 강의 목차는 1번부터 7번까지 되고요. 소개를 해주시고 마지막으로 OIF가 이름을 바꿀 예정이라고 합니다. 그 이유에 대해서 또 설명해 주실 예정이라니까요. 끝까지 경청해 주시기를 부탁드리겠습니다.
Okay, now talking about myself, I'll go very quick. This is not important. And I'm a CEO at the OIF. I joined almost 5 years ago. So I'm more of a private enterprise person. I'm not a school institutional person. So that I only worked at OIF 5 years. And beer? Nara, beer. Yes. I live in Nara, actually. There's a nice, beautiful national park in Nara. So if you're coming to Nara, please tell me. I'm going to tour guide you. And I graduated Green College in US, so I have a background studied abroad. And about my career, I was, sorry, translation fast. It's okay?
아마 이 정도는
Sorry.
나라에 또 오시면 또 여행 가이드를 해주신다고 하고 또 이렇게 OIF에 계셨다 5년 정도 계셨다 이렇게 말씀을 해주셨습니다.
Okay. And about my career, I used to work at the mail order house catalog or like a TV shopping company, and also e-commerce, and called Senshikai for 25 years. And also I went to Japanet Takata. Do you know Japanet Takata? TV shopping. It's pretty famous, the largest TV shopping company. And the CEO do the MC of the TV shopping, and his voice flips over when he talks to the MC. And so my brain is, I'm going to talk about the design-oriented things, but my brain is based on the business, actually. So it's okay.
네, OIF에 오기 전에 그 전에 있었던 커리어에 대해서 설명해 주셨는데요. 대부분 일본 주요 기업에서 20년 넘게 상품 기획, MD, 바이 총괄을 맡으셨던 분이라고 할 수 있겠습니다.
And talking about our school, Osaka Institute of Fashion, we are vocational school. We are not universities. We are technical training school in Japan, teaching only fashion. We teach apparel fashion, not the fashion goods like bags, shoes, accessories. We don't teach those. We teach apparel fashion, how to make, how to sell, how to promote, and how to style. That kind of thing we teach at our school. And location is in Osaka City, a little north of the central Osaka. It's pretty close, but about 3 stations north of Umeda. You know Osaka, Umeda? It's the north end of the Osaka Route line and the North Umeda, famous spot. And 3 stations north of Umeda. And we founded in 1946, so we will have an 80th anniversary next year.
네, 지금 OIF에 대해서 설명을 해주셨는데요. OIF는 약 80년에 가까운 역사를 가진 오사카 북쪽에 살짝 북쪽에 위치한 그 패션 전문 학교라고 합니다. 그래서 전반적인 어페럴 패션에 대한 모든 것을 또 이렇게 가르치고 있다라고 말씀 주셨습니다.
Okay, and the biggest thing happened this year, and we won the Grand Prix of the Fashion School Award. So we became #1 fashion school in Japan. First thing you think is that the Tokyo Bunka is the #1 fashion school, maybe, but we are ranked as the #1, and we kind of we became better than, we evaluated better than Tokyo Bunka, and that was our talent and also the hard work finally paid off and earned this award.
네, 패션 스쿨 어워드에서 그랑프리 대상을 수상할 정도로 #1 패션 스쿨이다라고 오사카에서뿐만 아니라 일본 전역에서 #1 패션 스쿨이다라고 말씀을 또 주셨습니다.
And what's so great about the Fashion School Award is that this is the one and only fashion school rating system in Japan. And this was, we won the Grand Prix in the second time. Second round, second time. And also the company organizing this award is Senken Shimbun, which is the only industrial newspaper in Japan, a traditional newspaper company, and running for 77 years. And that tells you that the newspaper company, they're always fair, right? It's not like a magazines or like Yukanshi, I don't know, you don't have something like that. So they gives the very fair judgment, fair view. So that's telling that our fashion school award, the Grand Prix is really the number one. And another thing, great thing about this is usually like a CEO world, that's a global ranking system. They only evaluate universities and not the technical schools like us, vocational schools like us. But only vocational schools teaches proper fashion in Japan. So most of the Japanese fashion schools are not evaluated in those CEO world or like a OIF. So fashion school award is something that has been, we have been waiting for someone to make this kind of evaluating system.
네, 왜 패션 스쿨 어워즈가 중요한가에 대해서 설명을 해주셨는데요. 첫 번째로 일본에서 가장 신뢰받는 패션 교육 평가 제도라고 합니다. 그리고 생태 신문이 중요한데요. 일본에서 유일 패션 전문지이기도 하고요. 공정하고 명성이 높은 곳이라고 하는데 그곳에서도 어워즈를 하고 있다라고 말씀을 주셨고 대학뿐만 아니라 전문학교 모두 다 통틀어서 평가하기 때문에 그 정도로 또 후보들도 많다 이렇게 말씀을 해주셨습니다.
Okay, and there are many points we have been evaluated for the Grand Prix and international activities, like integrating digital aspects, like using cloud, or like using AI for the data analysis. And in addition to that, industry collaborations, we did more than 30 in 1 year, so that's mainly for the size of our school. And we invited many lecturers in the professional area. And the greatest thing, we think among those we evaluate, we think that the organizer evaluated the most is that the 10 Grand Prix in the major contests.
네, 그래서 지금 평가 포인트에 대해서 설명을 해주셨는데요. 그 국제성과 실무 협업 능력에도 좋은 평가를 받았다 이렇게 말씀을 주셨습니다.
So the most evaluated points, we have won the 3 out of 3 major fashion designer contest in Japan in 2024. We won the Soen. This is run by Tokyo Bunka actually, Soen Award. And most traditional fashion event, it started in 1956, so you can count how many years it has been passed. And also Asia Fashion Collection. This is a global contest, and the winners can go to a New York collection and showcase their collection. And there will be 3 Grand Prix in each time, and we have won 2 out of 3 as a Grand Prix. And that's 2 years in a row, actually. So we won Asia Fashion Collection, and this is difficult because each student has to make collections, so 8 to 10 garments. Usually in Japan, a student makes 1 or like 3 garments for graduation work, but in our program, each student makes 8 to 10 to make his own collection. So not other schools can do something like this usually. And also YKK, you know YKK, the fastening company, they have a contest too. And we have won the YKK fastening award 2 years in a row. So this is the most evaluated point in the fashion school award, we assume.
네, 지금 화면에 보시다시피 3대 콘테스트라고 할 수 있는 곳에서 모두 다 그랑프리를 했다고 하는데요. 디자이너 분야의 좀 핵심 콘테스트라고 볼 수 있을 정도로 되게 저명한 콘테스트에서 상을 수상했다 이렇게 설명을 해주셨습니다.
And we are good in designer area, but also in this year, something miracle-like thing happened. And also we won the contest in the business area and also a styling area. And we won the Power Foundation Cup. This is the fashion role-playing contest of the fashion advisor. You know, someone who assists to sell merchandise at the stores. We won the Grand Prix in the Power Foundation Cup. And also, FB Award. This is an award that the students present the new idea of a business plan. And also, this is for stylists starting award. And this one we won 3 years in a row actually. And this is the only one and only stylist contest.
네, 앞서 보셨던 디자인 관련된 콘테스트뿐만 아니라 비즈니스 그리고 스타일링 관련된 분야에서도 최고의 성과를 냈다라고 말씀드릴 수 있다고 하셨습니다.
So this kind of thing never happened in the academic industry, academic world in Japan, winning all the contests in 1 year. And so I would say it's kind of like a Guinness Book like record and achievement. Really? No, never. No one never did this. No other school never did this, and we are the first ones achieved this. So and that pushed us to the number 1 position in Japanese academic industry. And but still, maybe you have a question. You know, it's a fluke. It's just 1 year. You just did it.
네, 지금 이 기록은 전례가 없는 수준일 정도로 엄청난 성과라고 하는데요. 이게 우연만은 아니라 여기서 여러분들이 질문 하나 생각하시지 않을까라면서 지금 다음 페이지로 넘어가 주셨습니다.
But I will say, so this is going to be today's main story, and how we achieve this, and how we make all these things happen, and why it's not a fake news. We say the answer lies within our education, what we do in our education, and we're going to tell you, explain you after this.
네, 그렇다면은 이게 페이크 뉴스가 아닌 어떻게 이런 성과가 가능했을지 그거에 대해서 말씀 주십니다.
Okay, this is the our education style. It's a mixture of the artisan-like realization education. This is like a really fundamental of Japanese sewing and pattern making education in Japan. But we combine with the what we did is combine with the European design imagination skill. We install the education which European country and a premier fashion school in Europe do.
네, 일단은 교육의 결합이 중요하다고 생각이 드는데요. 유럽식 디자인 방법과 일본식 기술의 결합이 아마 핵심 포인트가 아닐까라고 생각을 한다고 하셨습니다.
Actually, pretty much, I think the same thing has been said in Korea too. I think, 네, Korean university maybe says they learn from Europe and mix with the Korean technique, artisan technique. Maybe the same thing, but in Japan, usually the weight of the importance is like in Japan, usually 80% sewing, like making products, 80%, and maybe design 20%. That's the usual common balance in Japan. But for us, maybe in Europe, it's 80%, maybe 20%. In Japan, for us, it's like maybe 60% design, 40% product.
네, 방금 이사장님이 말씀 주신 아마 한국에 있는 학교들도 다 비슷하게 이렇게 결합된 형식의 교육을 하지 않을까 싶은데 일반적으로 일본 다른 스쿨 같은 경우에는 일본식 스킬을 80% 정도 메인으로 사용을 하고 유러피안을 나머지로 하는데 이곳에서는 조금 더 유러피안 쪽으로 치중된 교육의 그 교육 과정을 보여주고 있다라고 말씀해 주셨습니다.
So now you know we are a little different from the other Japanese vocational schools. So just as I said, the most particular points we put the emphasis, we are concerned with is the design, more than product. We concerned with the design, and the product will be followed after design. And there are three things we really put importance on is that we installed the European design method, design imagination method. I will tell you what's about this because everyone says this. Everyone says the same thing, but we did some concrete thing. And also, you know, when you do that, you need educational faculties. You need a person to teach. So we are raising the people and the faculties who can do this. And also, you need to allocate. You need to place the right person at the right place to do the teaching. So we are doing this. Actually, this is a very simple thing, but most of the Japanese fashion schools is not doing this.
네, 저희는 제작보다 디자인에 좀 더 중심을 두고 있다라고 볼 수 있겠습니다. OIF에서 중요한 건 디자인이 우선적인 체계다. 그런 체계를 가지고 있다라고 말씀 주셨습니다.
Okay, and so you see this part. This is the typical Japanese fashion education. 80%. Most of the schools put the importance, 80%. And they are product first. And so most of the evaluation comes from pattern making, cutting, and sewing. And that's kind of legacy of dressmaking. And that is strongly remaining in most of the schools like this. And we were like that up until like maybe 2000, something like that.
네, 대표적인 일본 스타일, 옛날 스타일이라고 할 수 있죠. 일본 스타일 교육 같은 경우는 패턴, 재단 중심의, 기술 중심의 교육이었다라고 말씀해 주셨는데 이건 또 한계가 있다라고 언급해 주셨습니다.
Sorry, forgot to mention. So the Japanese school mainly focus on manualization of the techniques and skills, just like a bunka method. Okay, thank you. どうもありがとうございます。감사합니다. On the other hand, in Europe, actually, when I see many of the European students, they don't make, you know, they only do the designs and they outsource to someone else or like a lower grade students to make the garments. So what they put most importance on is the design. And to do that, Europe, what's great about Europe is that they have already started teaching design fashion in 18th century. 18th century in EU. So it's a long history of designing fashion. So that has built it. And people in Europe has a very negative feeling to the government or like economy, or they have a lot of feelings, and they know how to convert the feeling, translate the feeling into the design. So what's great about Europe is that they have already built the method to translate their feelings or story or like a concept into the design.
네, 1800년대부터 시작됐기 때문에 오랜 역사를 가지고 있는 만큼 그들은 어떻게 이런 스토리와 필링을 디자인으로 바꿀 수 있는지에 대해서 너무 잘 알고 있다고 말씀 주셨고요. 아까 앞서서는 프로덕트가 중심이었다면 유럽에서는 디자인이 우선적이다라고
So that tells you that to design, it's important to learn from Europe. And then what we're teaching in Japan at OIF is that the teaching how to design by systematizing. It's intuitive aspect. So design is something ambiguous. There's no form or like a real existence. But we teach us how to design systematically so that any student can come up with the certain way and certain item, certain idea to start the design. And that implies, that brings up that the raising designers with the repeatable skills. We don't want to raise the designer kind of like just as I said, fluke. Just one time you can make a good design, but next time you cannot come up with the design. That's not the designer. That's no good. You should be able to do that repeatedly. So what we do is the raising designer with the reproducible skills.
네, 그래서 어떻게 디자인을 가르치느냐에 대해서도 설명을 주셨는데요. 시스템적으로 또 여러 가지 방면을 생각하게끔 길러야 된다라고 해주셨습니다. 그래서 디자이너들을 키울 때 어떤 스킬을 만들면 좋은가 했을 때 리프로듀서블 스킬이라고 주셨는데 계속해서 끊임없이 생산을 해낼 수 있는 스킬을 탑재를 해야 된다. 그래서 한 번만 할 수 있는 스킬이 아니라 끊임없이 계속해서 발전할 수 있는 그런 스킬이 필요하다라고 그런 디자인을 만들어야 된다라고 언급해 주셨습니다.
And to pursue, I made a different word, pursuit, S-U-I-T. To pursue design, we did a big change. We made a big change in 2026. I'll go, そのまま行きます. I'll go to the next page. I'll go to the next page, because this is too short. And we sent Akira Sugiyama, our faculty, to Polimoda, which is the best fashion school in Italy. Do you know Polimoda? Have you ever heard of Polimoda? 聞いたことありますか? Do you know? We sent Akira to Polimoda, and he entered the master course in the collection design, which is the most difficult master course in Polimoda. And he graduated with top honor, the best GPA.
폴리모다의 교육 방식을 직접 가져온 것이 큰 전환점이었는데요. 스기야마 디렉터를 폴리모다의 그
Master in collection design.
그래서 마스터 컬렉션 디자인으로 파견을 했던 점이 전환점이 되었다라고 말씀을 해주셨습니다. 그리고 전체 1등 탑 오너까지 취득을 했다라고 언급해 주셨습니다.
And he actually learned how to design in Europe. And then he came back to Japan. And he has contributed to build our flagship 4-year system, 4-year program, Super Designer Department.
그리고 그가 돌아와서 4년제 플래그십 과정을 설립을 했습니다.
In 2008.
네, 2008년도에 설립을 했습니다.
This is the department. The difference is that every single student makes his own collections.
네, 모든 학생들이 본인 스스로의 컬렉션을 만들 수 있게끔
Consists of 8 to 10 bodies.
네, 그래서 8개에서 10개 바디를 만들 수 있게끔. 근데 화면 sorry. 5 to 8, right?
5 to 8. 5
Yeah,
to
5 to 8.
8. Actually, yeah. It depends. Actually, some people understand. So it's not that important. Yeah.
자, 5개에서 8개, 10개, 그 언제까지 이렇게 각자의 컬렉션을 만들 수 있게 했다고 합니다.
Okay. This is how to make our design. I mean, procedure before designing, I mean making garments. You don't have to read all, too much characters. But this is the portfolio one of our excellent students made. She won the Grand Prix in the Asia Fashion Collection in 2003. And what we do is all these, number 1 to number 6, before making into garments.
네, 학생들은 총 1번부터 6까지 6단계 전문 디자인 절차를 따른다고 하는데요. 그 왼편에 있는 거는 또 한 학생의 포트폴리오라고 말씀 주셨습니다.
And what I'd like to say is that from number 5 we start design. From number 5 we start design. But up until number 4, it's kind of like thinking and collecting information or like sources to start designing. And that part is very long in our education. We don't let students design until they finish this. And so that's like extracting personalities, digging down who you are, why you like this kind of thing, and also do the research and research and research. And that will give you the reproducible skills.
이 점이 가장 중요하다고 말씀을 드릴 수 있을 것 같은데요. 총 6단계 중에 1단계부터 4단계까지는 리서치 단계라고 합니다. 5단계에 들어서야 그때부터 디자인을 할 수 있는데요. 충분한 리서치가 있기 전까지는 디자인을 절대 금지하고 있다라고 말씀 주셨습니다.
So on the other hand, most of the Japanese vocational school just start drawing or like doing designs right away.
다른 일본 학교 같은 경우는 바로 드로잉을 시작하고 디자인을 시작한다는 점이 좀 다르다, 차별되는 점이다.
So that's a big difference we do in our education. But this is just an example. You see, question. Which grade do you think these garments
자,
are
여기서 질문
made
드리겠습니다.
by?
지금 보시는 그 작품은 어떤 학년의 사람들이
It's a really
만들었을까요?
delicate, expression of the imagination.
네, 한번 생각해 보시라고 합니다.
Skills in it. You can see. But there's an answer.
밑에서 답이 있습니다. 네,
Freshman.
바로 1학년 들어오자마자 학생이 만든 것이라고 합니다.
So by doing this, even a freshman can make this kind. This is the skirt. This is the garment they make very beginning. The very first, their finishing work, and they make this. They enter school in April. They enter school in April, and they will finish making this by end of July. So only 3 months. They learn about design. They are capable of making something like this.
네, 거의 3개월 동안을 아이디어 구상만 한 것이고요. 실제 옷을 만들지는 않고 계속해서 실내 제작을 하지 않고 개념과 아이디어를 훈련시킨다고 하셨습니다.
That's great, isn't it? I'm always surprised with their skills. And so first year, second year, they make things like very big like this. And after the third year, they try to refine the garments and make it into more real garments like this. So the first 2 years, they make something big, like very big, and they try to express their imagination as much as possible.
2년 동안은 그들의 그런 아이디어를 어떻게 하면 생각할 수 있는지 그 훈련을 하고요. 3학년이 되어서야 제작에 들어갈 수 있게끔 한다고 말씀을 드렸습니다.
So this is a European way of making garments and not Japanese style actually.
이것이 바로 유럽 스타일이다. 이야기할 수 있습니다.
And to achieve the education that we are aiming, we have, just as I mentioned, we sent Akira Sugiyama to Polymoda. He has a master's degree. And also we have many in our school. We have Oleg. He was a graduate of Central St. Martin's, and also he was teaching there he now lives in Japan, Tokyo, and comes to OIF once a week and he teaches. So not like a one lecture, he constantly comes and do the lectures in us. And also we have master degree graduate women, BA, she was a BA holder, a polymoda, and also Marangoni, so one of the famous fashion school. There are many in location-wise, Spain, like Madrid, Milano, many places, but it's a very famous fashion school in Italy, and she has a master too. So no other schools in Japan has this rich faculties. Only OIF have, and maybe none have a master degree holder in Japan.
네, 앞서 언급드렸던 스기야마 씨도 있고요. 전체 강사진에 대해서 설명을 주셨는데요. 강사진 모두, 교수진 모두 세계적 학교 출신이다라고 직접 가르친다라고 말씀 주셨습니다.
So the key point for the school, teaching is that, the teacher makes the difference. Who you want to learn and who you should learn from, and who makes you want to learn. So OIF is investing to the faculties. we pay money. We pay money to do the high level of education. To ensure the quality of education, fashion education.
교육은 결국 누구한테 배우는가가 가장 중요하기 때문에 OIF는 교수진에게 정말 아낌없는 투자를 한다라고 말씀을 주셨습니다. 네, 돈이죠. 아낌없는 투자는 돈이다라고 이야기 주셨습니다.
And the last point, but this is very simple. You might doubt if this is a reality or not. OIF teaches, the design teacher teaches design. And that's something common, I think. It's a normal thing. But we do that. And pattern teacher teaches pattern. Sewing teacher teaches pattern. But still, many of the schools in Japan teaches several categories by one teacher. So that, there's a doubt that this teacher may be strong in pattern, but he may not be strong in design, right? So that kind of thing happens in most of the Japanese fashion schools. This is the style actually Tokyo Bunka is taking. And this is our style. And which one do you think is better?
OIF.
Good. That's what I wanted.
네, 보시다시피 왼쪽과 오른쪽의 교육 과정이 매우 다르죠. 그래서 OIF 같은 경우는 각 교수별로 자기 전문 분야만 집중적으로 교육한다는 점이 매우 다르다라고 볼 수 있겠습니다.
So now you have the idea. We are the one and only school in Japan teaches European design, method, and procedures. And following this, we have a justification of how we are better, how we are performing better compared to the other schools.
네, 다른 학교랑 비교를 해봐도 OIF가 일본에서 유일하게도 유럽 디자인 교육을 제공하고 있고 또 수상 성적 또한 수치만 봐도 명확하다. 지난 5년간 그랑프리도 최다로 수상했다고 말씀 주셨습니다.
I have a stats of the contest results of the last 5 years. Actually, we have last 10 years too, but it's the same tendencies. So I'll show you now. There's a very dramatic difference from us and other schools. You see?
네, 그냥 보시면 다 아실 수 있을 만큼 그냥 수치 자체가 그냥 차원이 다르다라고 말씀을 드리고 하십니다. 네, 박수 한번 주실까요?
So this is total.
네, 총 자체가 22개다. 그래서 너무 자랑스러워하고 계시는 거고, 네, 이건 전례 없는 기록이라고 합니다.
And can we find the name of Tokyo Group?
일본의 수록이 볼 수가 없다.
Yes, this is the statistical data. 네?
데이터라고 하십니다.
And also, what's more important is that sending out the finalists to the contest is more important. Grand Prix is something coincidental, you know, but having the finalists as many as possible brings you the chance to beat the Grand Prix. So this is the data that how many finalists we have.
네, 또 박수 주실까요?
So, Tokyo Bunka, they have 19 finalists. But, you know, the number of the students is different.
네. 학교의 인원수가 도쿄 분과는 2,000명인데 19개, OIF는 500명대인데 48개 이렇게 생각합니다라고 말씀을 주셨습니다.
They are 4 times bigger than us. But still, we have more than 2 times finalists. So this proves that our education is somewhat superior, better than other schools in Japan.
네, 이 모든 수치만 봐도 OIF의 교육이 얼마나 훌륭한지 체감할 수 있을 거라 생각됩니다.
Very clear? I investigated this data, going back all the award data. Okay, after this, it's more fun, entertainment part. I go like a slideshow. This is the collection our graduating student made. This is Mr. Haga. He won the Asia Fashion Collection in 2024. So relatively real style. And this one, it's more like art-like collection. What our student makes is kind of like in between art piece and real garments.
네, 지금 여러분들이 흥미로워할 만한 학생분들의 컬렉션 보여주시고 계십니다.
It's very unique.
매우 독특하고 또 유니크하고요.
And in very high quality, still you can wear. And this is the most excellent students of our graduate made, Hase Kiyoka. She won the Asia Fashion Collection in 2023 and won the Grand Prix in our final show this year.
네, 실제 수상을 했던 학생분, 우수한 학생의 작품 보여주고 계십니다.
So by making this kind of a high quality, good design collections, that yielded to win Soen Award in 2024. In third place in 2025, we had many finalists in Soen Award in 2025. We have 7 finalists. And we have sent finalists 15 years in row, and that's the most in Japan. And YKK, we won the Grand Prix 2 years in row. And also we closed in one more in Hokkaido, Asia Fashion Collection. They got the rights to showcase their collections in New York. And this one shows the finals, colored columns, so shows the finalists. We have this many finalists in first stage, second stage.
되어 있는 학생들이 파이널 진출한 학생들이라고 하고요. 많은 수상을 했다는 걸 보여주고 계십니다.
And that shows the strength of Osaka Bunka. And these are the other global showcase of the students' collections. And from after this, these are the leasing records to the entertainment industry. Utaha. Do you know Utaha? Do you know? 知ってる? Very eccentric girl. She's doing the vocal of the band. And Sakurazaka 46. They're wearing our garments in the promotion video. And TGC, Tokyo Girls Collection. Magazines, music videos. And this is Oshinoko. It's a famous Japanese animation, and they made it into 2.5D. Janis, Kawaguchi Haruna Kawaguchi. It's a famous actress in Japan. They're all wearing our students' garments. Our students put on their collections on the Instagram, and the professional stylists look for those Instagram, and they find it, and they want to let their customer wear costumes.
엠퍼 산업과 협업도 많이 하는데요. 실제로 학생들의 인스타그램이 많이 올라와 있잖아요. 거기에 실제 스타일리스트가 먼저 연락을 해서 우리랑 같이 협업해보는 게 어떻겠느냐라고 많이 러브콜이 온다고 합니다.
So if you come to Japan, you make your garments and you put on the Instagram, your garments might be used in the entertainment world. Like this. Naomi Watanabe in the Vogue. Okay, entertainment point is over. And finally, I'd like to talk about the school name change quickly. And time remaining.
4 minutes left.
4 minutes left. Okay, I'll go quick. We are now usually called Osaka Bunka. And why we are going to change? We want to build the brand image in us. As long as we call Osaka Bunka, there's a very strong influence of Tokyo Bunka. And people think we are the branch of Tokyo Bunka. No, we are not. We are different from. We are capital. It's different. But no one knows. Even you didn't know, maybe.
오사카 분카라는 이름 때문에 도쿄의 분교인가? 이렇게 사람들이 헷갈린다고 합니다. 전혀 다른 그 자본이라고 할까요? 그 시작부터가 아예 다른데 그렇게 해서 사람들이 헷갈려하는 거에 되게 안타깝게 생각하신다고 하셨어요.
So we wanted to make our own image. Right now we don't have no image, just a Tokyo branch, like a second line of Tokyo Bunka. And also, people think we are the local school of Tokyo Bunka. And we want to change the people's notion.
그래서 좀 이미지 자체를 좀 바꿔보고자 이름을 바꾸는 그 시도를 하셨다라고 하시고요.
And that can be achieved only by changing our school name.
네.
Sorry. 뭐 있다.
학교 이름을
You have said that, right? Okay, then we are going to change. That's why we're going to change the name. And our new school name is Vogue. And that's a combination of two words, Vogue, V-O-U, and a trailblazer. So we're going to exploit the new way of fashion and fashion designers.
그래서 새롭게 바뀌는 이름은 두 가지의 합성어인데요. 보그랑 그리고 트레이블레저의 그 합성어, 새로운 단어를 만들었습니다. 그래서 새로운 방식을 또 해보겠다, 패션에 관련해서 새로운 길을 또 열어보겠다 하는 의미를 가지고 새로운 이름을 만들었다라고 생각한다고 하셨습니다.
And those are the logo images so that people can distinguish us just by looking at the logo image.
그래서 새로운 로고도 디자인을 해보았는데요. 보자마자 우리 학교를 바로 떠올릴 수 있을 정도의 그런 약간 명확한 그런 이미지를 가져왔다라고 이야기하셨습니다.
And so by doing this, our final goal is create the situation. Everyone thinks if you want to learn fashion in Japan, go to Vogue.
네, 그래서 패션을 하려면 어디로 가야 되냐라고 하면은 그냥 go to hotel, 그냥 이곳으로 가라. 네, 명확하게 일단
So
지향점을 알 수가 있겠죠.
we want to be the promised land of the fashion education. So we call ourselves land of the fashion
랜드 오브 더
seekers.
패션 시커라고 해서 패션을 찾는 모든 이들의 그 약간 마지막 단, 마치 약속을 하는데 어디로 가야 되나 하면은 여러분 어디로 가야죠?
보드레일.
맞습니다. 어디로 가야 된다 이거를 말씀드렸습니다.
Go to boat rail. Okay, that's about it for my speech, and you must be confident and convinced that OIF is one of a kind, and we are looking forward to any kind of collaboration with all the students here or industry people, and let's make a move from Asia and make the fashion industry strong. Thank you very much for your listening, and also I wish you the success for the rest of the PTU Fashion Week event. Thank you very much. 감사합니다.